that cancer is caused by mental and emotional stress in nearly all the cases. There is a study done in Fort Worth in Texas that proved that most cancer patients before the diagnosis of cancer had a very traumatic event 18 to 26 months before, like getting divorced, losing a husband or wife after a long 20, 30, 40-year marriage, or you lose your job or your business or career after 30 years and putting everything in. And they had actually a point where they said, I don't want to live like this anymore. And 18 to 26 months later, there was a diagnosis of cancer.
You know, she reduced her tumor to scar tissue, no active form, all scans, tumor marker and floating stem cell came all back negative. 6 years, followed diligent diet, did everything, you know, hypothermia, PMF, all the treatments, IV infusions, vitamin C infusions, diet, you know, very diligent. She never cheated. She never had a coffee in that time. So no symptoms, no pain. And we all celebrated that she was clear until her husband announced that he wanted a divorce. And when she called me, it was about 3 weeks after the incident. Her tumor had grown 3 centimeters from scar tissue, and she said she was feeling absolutely down. 7 weeks later, when we met, she had 15 spots in her lungs, about 6 or 7 centimeters the tumor, and was extremely panicking. And
people get ready to go to a work week, to a job that they cannot handle anymore. And they literally rather die than going one more time to that job. And this is what is so horrifying to me, because you see that the loneliness is causing cancer. Because if this person would have had a good friend, and they would sit down and he would have said, listen, I'm really worn out and I don't see hope anymore. This job is literally killing me and I don't want to go there anymore. And the good friend would just say, why don't you look for another job? Why don't you do anything else? You know, open up a bar, something, do something else. That might have saved that person's life. And I think the loneliness factor is one of the main causes.
The stress is sort of acting like a fertilizer and helping the tumour cell take hold and colonise those other organs.
Stress can have damaging effects on our health. It's associated with greater risk for depression, heart disease, and infectious diseases. This lab has been looking at how stress drives metastasis. That is, the spread of an existing cancer from the original tumour.
Stress is sort of acting like a fertilizer and helping the tumour cell take hold and colonise those other organs.
Very recently, Erica's lab discovered that stress co-opts this lymphatic network to create new, faster pathways of escape for cancer cells from a primary tumour. Caroline has found that stress increases the number and size of lymphatic vessels leading out of a primary tumour.
So what you can see is that the flow in the mouse under stress conditions flows 6 times more spread of cancer in stress mice compared to control mice.
how stress can negate all of your efforts to get well. It can actually reverse all of your treatments, everything you've done, in one hit. And that's something that clearly shows that all of those cures, all of those treatments don't really work as long as you don't participate and change the problem in your attitude and in your emotional state.